circled on the calendar?
I'd be lying. I was looking forward to coming back, more so to see Riles and Z and a lot of the guys that I recruited. And we knew it would be, we got our work cut out for us. I think that they're really good, tough to play against. And so from that standpoint, wasn't looking forward to playing them, but obviously just to see some of the familiar faces and a lot of people here that I have to be thankful for where I am today. So from that standpoint, for sure.
You mentioned that you knew it was going to be a tough game, but did a pretty good job of keeping them off the scoreboard. What was the key to that?
We had good sticks for the most part. Murray made a couple big saves for us early. We dodged some bullets on the power play, which you have to do. And we defended fairly hard. You know, our last 3 games, we've given up 3 goals in our last 3 games, so we're set up for success if we can continue to defend that way. And that was one of our goals early in the year, is to make sure we cut our goals against down. And we're doing that. So I was happy. Like, they're hard to play against, and I thought our guys pushed back some. And we talk about a standard here, and tonight was going to be we had to compete really hard, and I think we checked that box, and they get the goal and we don't, and that's hockey.
What did you think of the team's penalty kill?
We were excellent. I mean, like the first couple power plays for Army, they were zinging it around like an NHL team, and you have to get saves. They've got to miss the net a little bit, and we got that, and then I thought we kind of settled in, and we got our clears and blocks, and we had good stick detail. On the last, I think they had 6. On the last 4, the last 3 or 4, we did a nice job. First 2, we were kind of running around a little bit.
I'll go back to that later. When you took over the program, was there, did you envision how the team would progress, sort of, and where are they in terms of where you thought they would be at this point?
It's a good question. You know what? And I said this quite often, like the blueprint was here when we were at Army, when I was with Riles, and we brought in a big class, and we started to teach them how to play the right way and make sure our habits and concepts were good. And that's kind of where we're at in the process for us, is making sure that we defend the right way and we play the right way and we don't cut corners and we don't cheat it anywhere. And so from that standpoint, I kind of look back at my Army days in that first year as something for me to really gauge. And I think we're hitting our target right now in terms of making sure we are playing the right way.
What do you think has been the team's biggest improvement this season to date?
Our overall compete is really hard, and we've been gritty. And I believe this is our 14th game, and 13 out of the 14 games at the 10-minute mark, we were tied up a goal or down a goal. So in 13 of our 14 games, we have a chance to win the hockey game. And that's huge for us as a team that's trying to get out of the bottom and climb up the ladder a little bit. So, it's a good question.
So what did you think of your team's ability to kind of bounce back and get some chances to try and tie the game after giving up that goal?
They defend so hard, and they have some big, tough defensemen, and it's hard to get to the net. And then when you get to the net, you got to pay the price. And I thought our guys were trying to get there. It was Blake Box and Mike Preston and Ryan Nick make it real hard on you to get to the net. So there's Riles. Jesus. But and then they've got one of the best goalies in the country. So it's like layers upon layers to try and score, and that's why they're probably one of the best defensive teams in the country.
Speaking of Coach Riley, was he giving you any advice when you guys were chatting?
We were talking shop a little bit. We were, he was complimentary of us, and obviously the way I feel about him and the Army guys is, outside of when we're going head to head like this, but I'm rooting for those guys. I'd be lying if I, said I wasn't. There's a lot of guys I have relationships with in there, and a lot of guys I have the ultimate respect for. And it's kind of funny. I had like 15, 20 people here tonight. I got some people texting me that they're going to root for Army tonight, guys that are childhood friends of mine, and at the end of the day, those guys go fight for our freedom and everything that goes into it, so I get it.
What's the most valuable lesson you learned as a coach at Army?
To care for your players. Brian Riley cares for his players like nothing I've ever seen, and I think when your players know you genuinely care for them and care about them, they'll do more in the long run. And obviously what they're doing here, and you talk about what goes on afterwards, and to that extent. But I think the most important thing we do is develop character and develop making sure that we do things the right way. And Riles, that's there's a million things I could take away from when I was working under him, but that's the one that you can't substitute.